So I'm on my way to, well, I'm supposed to be on my way to go for my 1 hour walk. I like to do walks because I like to be outside. I'm inside all the time. That's part of the reason why I really don't want a gym membership. But another reason why I do want a gym membership is for when the weather is bad, i.e. today. Look at the weather. Look at this. Okay, well, you guys can't really see, but it's raining. It's like gloomy outside. And it's been raining for a while here. Like, not a while, but like consistently it's been raining. And so I've been like, I'm still gonna go do what I need to do because it'll rain for a little bit and then it'll stop. So I tried, guys, but it started raining too hard and I feel like it's gonna keep on raining. They said it was supposed to be a little sprinkle, so I kept walking and the sprinkle got harder and harder. So I'm now on my way home. What I'm gonna do instead is, because for now I'm only gonna do like really light workouts, is I'm gonna do some yoga on YouTube. And so, I'll take you guys with me, show you guys the process. We'll start making dinner. I'll put dinner on because I actually am really hungry right now. And like I said, dinner is just gonna be some baked chicken, some rice, and some string beans. I'm thinking, should I add a cornbread? I think that might be cheating, but I might add a cornbread because I don't want to waste it. And I'll see you guys when we get to the house. Today has been like a day. It has been a freaking day. And surprisingly, I'm still being so positive. I feel like every time one situation or one door closes, or every time something happens, something better always comes about. So I'm waiting for the better. And I'm tired of living in this constant state of like stress. So I'm trying not to stress. I'm trying not to stress. I will say that being an adult is overrated. The only thing is you kind of get to do what you want when you want. And the reason I say kinda is because they still have laws, which are kind of like rules. And if you don't follow them, some of them make sense. Some of them are a little stupid. But, you know, whatever. I'm just like, I'm over it. In a perfect world at this point, I would sell all of my things. I would move out of the country. I wouldn't even say necessarily move. I would just travel the world. That's what I would do. I would sell all of my stuff and I would just travel. That's it. You know, pop back in when I need to, but this shit is overrated. All of it. This system, the setup, no bueno. But I'm in the park and it feels so good out here. It feels so good to be outside and just to get some fresh air. And it's beautiful. I'll show you guys. It's gorgeous. And so another thing that makes me happy is just being in pretty areas, seeing pretty scenery, and yeah, there's people like working out. It's just like, it feels calm. You can hear the water. I was sitting over there, but I wanted to record and there was somebody sitting right next to me. I guess they left. I'll get up and go back. Show you guys. So it's probably really loud over here, but now I'm near the water. Make it look urban. It's the whole family. But I'm gonna sit out here for a little, not super long, but long enough. It's just really nice to get some fresh air. didn't want to get in the water until I ate. So let's hope that, well, I always season my wings good, so period. Oh my god, okay. So it's been a rough week for me, but I'm just blessed that I was still able to celebrate my birthday. I turned 29 this year. Uh, my life has always had like challenges. That's what life consists of. I feel like it in my mind at some point. Not in my mind. I feel like reality is at some point there's gonna be, excuse me, a time where my problems, and there are times in my life where my problems are like, what am I gonna eat for dinner? And you know, do I want this bag or do I want that bag? And I'm blessed that there are times like that, but like anybody else's life, sometimes it gets deep, it gets dark. And I'm just so happy that, so I didn't really talk about my birthday plans. My birthday plans was actually a trip to Mexico to play at De Carmen. It was a last minute trip, but still, I like to travel on my birthday. The only reason I canceled is because it was a hurricane, and the hurricane was set to hit there, and I was like, it doesn't make sense for me to waste my money and to go, and I'm in a hotel room the whole time, and I can't do nothing. Now I'm kind of, even during the thing, I was kind of mixed because people still went to Mexico and they still had a good time. Then I saw people going to Mexico and I seen them in their room the whole time, but they was with their boo. I was going with my friend, and I'm like, I don't know. I still want to travel this year sometime, but regardless, I say but because I'm still blessed. I'm still blessed that I made it to the age of 29. I don't want to cry, but I have people in my life that did not make it to 29. And so that's a blessing regardless. And even though there's a lot going on, if you're going through a lot if you're going through a lot and you're watching this right now, just know that you're going to make it through. I'm going through a lot and I'm going to make it through too. Things happen, unfortunately, to everybody, but that doesn't mean that you're any less than amazing, and you deserve everything that you can ever want or dream for, and more times 10. Okay, know what you want and add tax to it, times it by at least a million. One thing about me is I'm always going to dream for the stars. Okay, I've met some of my accomplishments. That's cute, that's cool, but I already know that no matter what, it's always more for me to accomplish. There's always more for me to grow into, and I want you to know that it's the same for you. Right now was really a pivotal time for me, and honestly I'm trying to figure out, like, what does my future look like? Because I feel like a lot of the times you grow up and you have these ideas, and when you're in it, it doesn't feel the same as what you thought it would feel like. And so my main goal is always going to be happy. Maybe that's because I'm an emotional person and I feel a lot and stuff like that, but that's always going to be my main goal. So part of the reason why I wanted to start vlogging is because this is kind of like my diary. I hate when people do this, but I can't tell you every all the tea for real. But in due time, I don't know if I want to write a book or, but in due time, I'm gonna tell all my business. And I already know that's gonna be so therapeutic. But I'm gonna give y'all all my tea. Because right now, at this very moment, if I wrote a book, I don't know if people actually buy books. I heard that in order to be a New York Times bestseller, you gotta actually pay for it, and it's fake. But if I wrote a book, that shit would be tea, okay? And if I write a book about my life, not only would it be tea, but I'm definitely turning it into a movie. I was talking about that recently. I was like, I wish that I would love to work with the writers of my favorite hood novel, which is Every Thug Needs a Lady. That is my favorite book. And it sounds so ghetto, which it is to some extent. But essentially it's a black love story, right? The truth is, I guess if you don't know me in a certain type of way, but I love love. I love specifically black love. Like literally, I love love, the idea of love and stuff like that. Sometimes it gets difficult because of, just experiences and stuff like that, but it's a black love story and it's beautiful. And I would love to be a part of the production of that. I'm speaking that into existence. If anybody ever asked me to be a part of like an independent film, not only I'm not an actor, but I wouldn't mind being an actor in it. But not only being an actor, but even being on like the back end of it, just like producing or directing. Like I would love that. I would literally love that. And maybe one day I'll produce my own film. Who knows? But yeah, it would be crazy. My story would be freaking crazy. Because I think there's a lot of people that think that they know me and they think they know what my day to day looks like, and they have this specific perception of me, whether it's really good or it's really bad. But it would be freaking crazy. That's what I do now.